So, you're thinking about getting a heat pump. That's a fantastic move for your home's comfort and your energy bills. But wait, before you start drowning in a sea of brands and technical specs, there's one decision that is way more important than all the others. And in this explainer, we're going to walk you through that single most important choice to make sure you get it right. Okay, let's just cut to the chase. When you're buying a heat pump, what's the one thing that truly matters most? Is it the brand name you've seen 100 times? The absolute highest efficiency rating you can find? Or, let's be honest, is it just about getting the lowest price? Well, let's figure it out together. You might think it's all about the machine, right? The actual piece of equipment. But here's the big reveal. The most critical decision you will make is choosing the contractor who installs it. Seriously, you could have the best, most expensive system in the world, but if the installation is sloppy, it will never perform the way it's supposed to. So here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down your most important decision. Then, we'll get into why the contractor is so critical. After that, we'll map out what the whole process should look like for you, define what a real quality installation is, and finally, talk about how to protect this big investment.
All right, let's dive into part one, your most important decision. And spoiler alert, it is almost certainly not what you're thinking it is.
You know, there's a saying in the industry, and it is the absolute truth. The most important day in the life of your heat pump is the day it's installed. That's not just a catchy line, it's everything. The quality of that initial work basically sets the entire future for your system's efficiency, its reliability, and ultimately its lifespan.
Next up, why the contractor matters. Think of this as the foundation of your system's performance. You gotta get the foundation right.
Now, this is the part that blows people's minds. Most heat pump failures have nothing to do with a faulty machine. Nope. They're almost always caused by a bad installation or because the system was the wrong size for the house in the first place. All that frustration homeowners sometimes feel, it usually points right back to the quality of the work, not the equipment itself. So, what should you be looking for in a qualified contractor? Well, the basics, of course. Proper licensing and insurance are non-negotiable. But look for more. Do they have manufacturer certifications? That proves they're an expert. An in-house electrician? That's a great sign because it means one team controls the whole process. And be really, really wary of anyone promising a cheap, one-day install. Quality work just takes more time. You know, experience is a huge deal. A contractor who's installed thousands of systems, especially in a specific area like this, has seen it all. They understand the local climate, the types of homes, and all the little challenges that can pop up. That kind of deep local experience is just priceless.
You might come across fancy titles like Elite Diamond Contractor and wonder if it's just marketing fluff. It's not. For you, the homeowner, it means they meet the manufacturer's absolute strictest standards. And here's the best part. Being an elite contractor is what unlocks the best warranties. We're talking up to a 12-year parts warranty. That is real protection for your money.
Okay, so what should this whole experience actually be like for you? Let's map out the homeowner's journey, a clear roadmap from the first phone call to a perfectly comfortable home. A top-notch contractor will guide you through 3 clear stages. It all kicks off with the proposal, which should be a custom plan built just for your house. Then you've got the installation, where you see all those best practices in action. And finally, it doesn't just stop there. There's maintenance, which is all about making sure your system runs perfectly for years to come.
And now, for the main event, a quality installation. Let's really get into the nitty-gritty of what doing it right actually looks like.
You know, this right here is what separates the pros from the amateurs. A proper startup has all these steps, but those first 3 are the ones that get skipped all the time by people trying to cut corners. Pressurizing the lines overnight catches tiny refrigerant leaks that would destroy your efficiency later. Warming up the compressor for 12 hours makes sure it's lubricated from the very first start. These aren't optional suggestions. Skipping them puts the long-term health of your system at risk. Of course, a quality install also means choosing the right type of system for your home. You've got options. On one side, you have these sleek, wall-mounted ductless units, which are awesome for a specific room or area. On the other, if you already have ductwork, a ducted system can give you that whole house comfort through these really subtle floor registers. And you know, the quality of the work should be obvious just by looking at it. A professional installation is clean, it's organized, the outdoor unit is placed thoughtfully so it's efficient but also not an eyesore. It's a direct reflection of the care and attention to detail that went into the whole project. A huge concern for a lot of homeowners is, how is this going to look inside my house? And that's totally fair. But honestly, today's systems are designed to be incredibly discreet. A ductless unit like this can blend in so well you barely notice it's there. You really don't have to sacrifice your home's style to be comfortable.
Okay, we're in the home stretch. Let's talk about protecting your investment. This is all about getting that long-term peace of mind you're after.
Now, check out this statistic because it's a big one. With regular professional annual maintenance, you are 95% less likely to have an emergency breakdown. 95%! It's like changing the oil in your car. A yearly tune-up is the single best thing you can do to make sure that heat pump stays reliable for a long, long time.
And remember this, the manufacturer's warranty covers the parts, but what about the actual work, the installation itself? The best of the best stand behind their labor with a lifetime workmanship guarantee. That's them promising that the quality of their physical work is guaranteed for as long as you own the system. That's confidence.
And please, never underestimate the value of local expertise. A contractor who works day in and day out in your specific region, they know the climate, they know the houses, they know what works and what doesn't right where you live. That local knowledge is a massive advantage.
So look for the signs of a professional, established presence in your community. Things like clean, branded trucks and a solid local reputation. They build confidence. It shows you're choosing a real local partner who's going to be there for you for installation, maintenance, and support for years to come, not just some company passing through town.
So, after everything we've gone over, it all comes back to that one single, most important takeaway. When you ask yourself, what's the most important day in the life of my new heat pump? The answer is, and will always be, the day it's installed. Choosing the right partner for that one day makes all the difference.